that programmer brain. It's that engineering brain, computer engineering, computer science. Why do they call it computer science?
Because it's more theoretical stuff. It's like a science.
Shut the fuck up.
No, really.
That's just the way you said that. You're like, it's like a science. It's like, yes, it's called computer science, but why is it?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a science. It's like you know how science you learn about theories and stuff like that. That's how.
Well, a scientific theory and like a regular world theory are two different things.
Why?
So when most people say theory, like, oh, I have a theory on something, that is more in the science field to be like hypothesis.
Yeah.
Theory is something that you have started with a hypothesis. Wow. This is going to be a rough episode.
I want to hear you break this down.
Okay.
The difference.
I'm trying. If I can get through
Because I'm like, they're the same, no?
No, so hypothesis.
Hypothesis.
Yes. I'm just going to point at you whenever I need to say the word.
Right.
A
Hypothesis.
is basically you think this is going to happen for whatever reason. Then you put together your whole plan for testing it, so your whole experiment. Once you get through the experiment and you've outlined all the steps and you've gotten your results, if the result is what your
hypothesis
was, then you're able to, and typically they'll do it multiple times. Then at that point you can publish it, and then other scientists then try to recreate your experiment with the same
hypothesis.
And then after it's gone through enough times and it's gotten enough support behind it, then it becomes a scientific theory.
Yeah.
Scientific theory is the second highest thing an idea can be within science. The highest is the law, so like the law of gravity.
Yeah.
So most
the
people
law of gravity.
The law.
Oh, okay.
The law.
Yeah.
The law.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
I don't know. Oh, because we're talking about computer science, and you're like, oh, it's theoretical.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, is it theoretical in like the scientific sense, or is it more of actually a hypothesis, but everyone calls a hypothesis a theory? Yeah, I said it right that time, didn't I?
You did. You
Hey.
did.
And no response? All right, cool. I'm right.
I guess a scientific way.
Okay.
You learn about different types of data structures, algorithms, a lot of math.
Is math a science? Because I think it'd be more math than it would be science.
It's like everything. Computer science is.
Computer scientist.
Yeah, it's kind of like everything, but mostly math. I would say mostly math.
Okay.
I took so many math classes. It's ridiculous. But yeah.
You any good at math?
Yeah, I'm decent.
Okay, you remember all of it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not a mathematician.
Like what math classes did they make you do for computer science?
Calculus.
I hate calculus.
And linear algebra.
Oh, I never had to do that. What's the difference between linear? Wow. What's the difference between linear algebra and regular algebra?
Don't ask me.
I'm asking you.
Listen. I'm not going to try to explain that because I'm definitely going to sound stupid.
I mean, I'm already doing it, so you might as well join the party.
Here, let me look it up.
Just join the party. I've already gone off that ledge. I'm standing over there by myself, and I'm asking for my teammate to come stand beside me, like like a real teammate. But no, he's just standing back there, just like, I'm not gonna look stupid.
So on Google it says,
and he quotes,
it deals with like vectors, matrices, linear transformation. So I don't know if you know what matrices is or vectors.
It's been so long since I've taken a calculus class.
Yeah. So it's just a lot of hard math stuff.
My math classes were business based, and I've already forgotten all of it.
Yeah, like statistics and shit, right?
Well, not necessarily statistics, even though I've taken like 50 of those classes at this point, I feel like. But like when you go through the different business programs or whatever, you have to do business algebra, then you do business calculus,
Yeah, nah, we do.
So basically, it's kind of similar, but it tries to apply it more towards realistic things or real world. I don't know.
Yeah.
I always thought it was stupid.
Yeah, it was just a lot of math, a lot of hard math for me.
My math teachers sucked.
A lot of science, like physics, chemistry, all that.
How many science classes did you have to take?
I had to take the core main like biology or whatever, and then you had to take physics. Physics 1, physics 2, biology 1, biology 2.
Damn.
Yeah. All math, all the types of math classes, like 8, 9 math classes. It's just a lot.
For my degree, it was just you had to take 2 different hard sciences.
Yeah.
I took geology because the professor at the junior college I went to, I heard the rumor, and it was true, that if you just got him talking about conspiracies. Yeah.
I like those teachers.
He was great.
I like those teachers.
Like we'd have our labs, so you'd have to show up and do the lab. But if you just got him to start ranting about whatever conspiracy, you didn't have to do anything. You would just sit there and listen to him. And once the class was over, you got an A.
I like those teachers, but also it can go a wrong way. They can talk about all types of stuff during the class, and then exam comes and you don't know any of that because they didn't explain any of it. I had a teacher like that once.
Oh, he curved us.
Yes, and they don't curve. They don't do nothing. They just talk. They don't explain nothing good, and then they give you this hard exam. I had a teacher like that. It was just terrible.
Oh, he was just like, if you let him go, he was just going to curve it because
he was just cool. He was just,
I think he would just be like, oh, I like this class. They let me just talk about conspiracies. So,
but also at the same time, you're not learning nothing.
Oh, I don't remember anything from geology.
Oh, that's fine. Geology's like,
yeah, this was like my classes were bullshit.
Yeah.
Like then after that, I took what's the one that's a science of the stars? Is it astronomy?
Astrology.
I think astrology is the I think astrology is the signs and all that.
Yeah, definitely the signs.
But like the actual science one.
Astrology.
Astronomy.
It's astronomy, right?
Yeah, I think it is. Astronomy. Dude, that professor was so lax. So we'd have like these different labs, and then you also have like, there was like there's some website we'd have to use that I guess would like simulate the satellites, what they see. And then of course we had our tests. That's where all 3 of our grades came from. He ended up dropping half of the, so if you just didn't show up to half the labs, he just dropped those, like those grades, so they didn't affect you. The homework, I only did 2 of those. Didn't affect my grade at all. And then the test, he would give like 30 and 40 point curves.
Wow, clutch.
So if you just paid attention, you'd get like 130 on the test.
Wow.
And I only had to take, and there were 2 tests. So he would drop one of your test scores. So there was 3 tests and a final. So basically just got like over 100 on all 3 tests and just didn't have to show up for the last like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything.
Don't remember nothing about the stars.
But I got an A. And after that, it was much harder to get an A.
Yeah.
Especially once I left junior college. I didn't get a single A.
Yeah. Yeah, I love teachers like that.
Yeah, then you go to actual university and they're just like, oh yeah, I wrote this textbook and you're not going to find the answers online. Good luck.
I had some easy university tech teachers.
I didn't.
Yeah, I had some easy ones. I had ones that like everything. Oh, I took online classes too. And to me, those are like one of the easiest type of classes you can take. I had teachers that they would give you all the assignments in the beginning of the class and just be like, just get them done by the end of the semester. And then it's like all stuff you can find online. So there's a lot of cheating, a lot of Googling answers.
See, I kept having professors who would know that. So they would take the exact questions from whatever the questions would come from, whatever database, and then they would change them. So you couldn't just search for it.
Yeah, I had some teachers like that. Or they would make the questions themselves every semester.
Well, what I'm saying is I think what they were doing was they were literally finding the database of questions that people like that everyone would pull, and those are the ones that you would find online. Because I think they would just get them basically from provided by the textbooks companies. So what they would end up doing is then they would just take those questions and then tweak them to where if you search them, then you're going to get it wrong.
Yeah.
Because they're assholes. Fuck them. Sorry. Yeah. Edit that.
I don't know why you're saying sorry. I'm not. No,